in the hospital with my wife for induction of our baby. If your wife or partner is pregnant, here's some tips how you can help with the labor induction process. I brought a sunset lamp and a diffuser, for the vibes. Quick tip, you can turn off the lights in the room because the hospital lights, they're really bright and, feels like I'm in a hospital. You're allowed to turn off some of the lights. Set the room, set the vibes, set the ambiance with the sunset lamp that was pointed at the ceiling and our diffuser to put some non-toxic smells into the room. That's what we did to set the vibe, to make these a little bit more comfortable for your wife. Number two, I had my camera set up on a tripod in the corner. And I'm recording bits and pieces here and there of some conversations between my wife and I, little bits of B-roll here and there because you want to capture the moment. But here's a pro tip, make sure that you get consent from all of the nurses and other doctors, not just have a camera set up in the corner and whenever you're going to record, just let them know, hey, are you guys okay if I'm recording? This is just for us to document things like that. Third thing I did was I set up my sleeping chair. This is the chair. This folds out into not a full bed, but it just folds out so that we can lie down comfortably. I actually set up right next to my wife's bed so that way I can hold her hand while we're sleeping or taking little naps so that way just in case something happens, major contraction or something like that, she can squeeze my hand and I can get up and, provide that extra comfort for her. We asked for a yoga ball to be in the room as well. Most rooms have a yoga ball. We only had that little peanut ball thing. And so the nurse was kind enough to bring a yoga ball, but that was really helpful for my wife who, in between contractions to make sure she gets more dilated, she's, bouncing around on the yoga ball. She was bouncing around this morning for almost an hour or over an hour. Make sure that's set up in the room with a pad on top of the yoga ball so that way she's not, bare butt naked on the yoga ball. Bring a Bluetooth speaker so that way you can play music. For us, we played worship music all night long, literally the whole night we had worship music going on. We want to invite the Holy Spirit into the room, want to make sure that God's presence is felt, especially in these moments where we're celebrating the goodness of God and how He's brought forth our baby into this world. And so that's it. Those are the tips, or I guess that's how I set up our labor and delivery room so that way my wife and the whole experience can not just be memorable, but it can be comfortable for my wife and special as well.